Hello, Royals. This is Mademoiselle Mosley again. How's everybody doing? I want to talk tonight about trespassing. Yeah, trespassing. That means you're going on to a property or in something that does not belong to you. I realize that when we trespass, and what I'm talking about trespassing is when we operate uh, in a manner which is not in order, such as, when we fornicate or commit adultery. And then we end up bearing children in this uh, trespass. And this is not judgment. This is something that I learned. It's like planting a seed on unfertile ground. And I'm not talking about the child. I'm talking about the whole gamma. When you fornicate and you have a child, and that child comes into your life, and y'all are not living right. And then when our kids get older, we think that it's something out of the ordinary and how they act. And I know some kids that's, in marriage couples that act up. But I'm not talking about just that. I am talking about when we trespass, when we know that we are out of order and we choose to do it anyway. Yes, all kids cut up. But when we bring our kids into this world, our children into this world in an unorderly fashion, we're automatically out of order. So if you're automatically out of order, how do you think it's not going to be some disorder? And then you say this, we say this to someone whom we are not married to. And I'm not just talking about a piece of paper, because you can have a piece of paper and not be married. But the actual part of marriage is the consummation of sex. It's when you have sex, you become married. That's why you're not supposed to have sex, because you become one with that person. We've talked about that too. But when we come together and we stake claims and we ain't never proclaimed anything, we ain't never talked about how we want to live, what we want to do, how we want it done, how we want to raise our kids, what we're going to do with the finances. This is what I learned, is that you have to understand where you meet somebody at. If I meet somebody at the bus stop, we ain't finna take no train. We finna get on the bus. So if I meet a man and I fornicate with him, we're already lawbreakers. Not just him, but me as well. We ain't talking about nothing. He's just fine and it's on like hot butter popcorn. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about immediately, but I'm talking about, gradual trespass is still trespass. So it's on, like a pot of neck bone. Then we have some little neck bones. Then it's a whole lot on. And sometimes they turn the men's off, because they're not ready for a pot of neck bones. You feel me? And then we're going to go and be with a man that's already married. This man already got his pot of neck bones and them little neck bones all going on. And here we come, you know what I'm saying? Want to just be with one of the neck bones, just him. Come on, get out the pot, let's do this thing. You know what I'm saying? It gets good, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes we have children by him, so he got another pot of neck bones. Maybe the wife do or don't know about them neck bones, but baby, it's on. It's a problem. But why you mad at him? Or why you mad at her? You already knew what your responsibility was. You already knew you was trespassing. We already know when we trespass. And then it bothers the children. Then you want to have him to make time to come see your baby, knowing that he already got 4 babies over there and he's still with his wife because he wasn't planning on leaving. You know what I'm saying? He just want to stick his pot in your pot of neck bone. He wasn't planning on staying or making no more neck bones. But you know how they do. Some of them don't watch. Some of them don't watch the pot. They just let it ball. You know what I'm saying? So now we got all this disorder. And then the children are disordered because they lacking the father, or the mother. It's just so much going on when we trespass. And we got to be careful with that. We think it's okay. No, it's not okay to trespass. Because it not only affects us, but it affects the children. And when I was speaking of the children, when you plant a seed in unfertile ground, it cannot grow properly. It's not saying that the children won't produce good fruit because they have some bad roots. It's a struggle. I'm a part of that struggle. I'm a part of not having my father in my life. They were young and dumb and blah 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 and boom bang pow, how you like me now? So I grew up in a disorderly fashion. And when I grew up in a disorderly fashion and nobody's talking about that disorder because they want to play like they always been in order, then I don't understand that it's disorder. And I start living disorder. Then I have a lot of children out of order. Then they have children out of order because they don't realize it's a disorder. By the time you realize it's a disorder and you in order, baby, it's all out of order. You a grandma trying to pull the most of them little neck bones together to form a neck so they could turn in the right direction. And that's a lot of work. So I hope that helped y'all. We need to be careful when we trespassing, when we doing what we doing and bringing our life to ruin. And then our poor little children, they go through a lack, and that's a fact, Jack. We know it. So let's show it, man. Let's be a little bit more. Let's start being, not a little bit more. Let's start being responsible for our actions and understanding that our trespasses pass on to the next one. So we got to stop it right here. We don't want those I woulda, shoulda, coulda tears. That don't help nothing. So I hope that helped y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, get it before it gets you. I'm out.